Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash, the monarchs of the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel, but the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Real quick, man, this is titled, this thing is turning up, it's heating up, man. All right, prophecies of the Third World War. It's cold as hell. World War III. It's looking about that time, man. I know we've had a lot of, I won't say false flags, because technically, I mean, these nations have been on par and on edge. The NATO and the EU, they've been on edge for a long time now, you know what I'm saying? And through the spirit, it look like things are getting ready to intensify, especially when you have inflation and soon to be hyperinflation. That's getting ready to be the primary norm here in the West. Like this guy Biden even said it. He said, look, man, we're gonna put heavy sanctions on Russia. You know? So with that being said, man, hey, through the spirit, how about you, Yahweh Shai is getting ready to turn this thing up a notch. So we can see a Lord's will, and I'm hoping that we can see a full-fledged war at least by this summer, man. You know? Because with war, it could go any way. They can either come up with some type of negotiations or peace talks, which, you know, they've been saying that all the time, going through these nuclear talks. But overall, man, they end up not coming to some type of agreement on that. So we'll see, man. But nonetheless, the scriptures say, look up your head because your redemption draweth nigh. All right? So we're in a time now that the Lord is getting ready to redeem the hopeful elect, man. And we got to believe that and have faith in that, because if not, then, hey, what's the whole purpose of being in the understanding of this truth if you don't have faith that Yahweh Shai is going to turn us up, man, and it's going to turn up these prophecies. So believe, Akim, you know, you have to believe. Believe is the primary focal point of our gospel, is faith. And these prophecies are coming to pass through faith and through the words we're speaking, okay? So, hey, man, they sending NATO troops. I believe Biden already had like 100,000 troops that's stationed around the province of Ukraine. And he said it. He said, look, we were once one people, because technically they are considered the Russians or parts of that particular bloc. So, what the hell is that? So he's like, well, if you're part of us, why you sign with the opposition? You know, it doesn't make any sense. So he's like, basically, we coming to be one. So he's like, if you're going to trade on us and work for the West, then we have no dealings or no needs for you, you know? And, hey, betrayal is a big thing, you know, because they look at the Ukrainians like, you a part of us. The fuck you doing siding with the West? All because you're getting certain goodies, you know, you're getting certain bills, you're getting certain grants and so forth, which is not going to do anything but put your societies more in debt. So Putin, he has a vendetta with that, man. And like Biden said, he said, look, if that happens, then I'm going to put more sanctions on it, you know? And he said it. He said, look, this war could be global. He said it could be nuclear. And he said it could be very devastating, you know? So, hey, nuclear war, which is prophesied in the Holy Bible, Revelation 11 and 14 goes into, behold, the third will come quickly. The third war is the Third World War. So with these tensions of men, Israel, Iran, those nations are in conflict. You got North Korea, okay? You got Libya, okay? You got Afghanistan. You got all these other nations that's pretty much arming up nuclear artillery to defend themselves against the West. Because at the end of the day, they want to see the West go down, man, okay? And according to Habakkuk 2 and 6, it tells you that, hey, all you people that you spoiled, you should become booties into them, meaning spoiled. Okay, so they're going to take your shit, and hey, they're going to destroy your society. All right? What is this? The book of Isaiah, Jeremiah 51 and 7, it says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. All right? It says he made all the earth drunken. And it says, and the nations have drunken. So therefore, they are mad. The nations are mad, right? Because they bought into your philosophies. They bought into your indoctrination of democracy. Okay, which democracy is totally wicked. Because I don't get it, how the hell is democracy profitable among people when you allow women to have rights, when you allow homosexuals and etc. to pretty much be your primary vote of choice when it comes to running worlds and stuff. Like, that's not profitable, man. Okay, and the Russians had a problem with that for a long time. You know, they wasn't dealing with that type of behavior, but over here in America they push it, and the nations are getting tired of that because you got Ishmael, all right, to the point that it's like his woman is out of control due to you damn devils, man. You know, his woman come over here to America, and all of a sudden, you know, she's acting like the so-called white woman, the so-called black woman. She's twerking, you know, she's dealing with multiple men, and dealing with Jake, you know, which I'm not knocking Jake for, you know, getting them, you know, a piece of the other nations, man. But regardless of it is, you Jakes and your decayed state, you destroy every damn thing, man. I don't even encourage Edomite women to date niggas, man. And I'm not saying that as a shade. I'm talking about like wicked ass Jakes, man. Because Jake, they put a negative vibration on all people. Just like if brother chose to make an Edomite concubine and then she tell you she's dealt with 3 or 4 Jakes, you don't even want her no more. You don't look at her the same because it's like, well, shit, you basically a black woman now. You know, you smell funny. You know, you got a vibration of niggas on you, and it's a total different thing. But you know, it is what it is. You know, Jake do what they do. Hey, I'm not knocking them, but regardless of it is, you know, the men of the Lord, man, sooner or later it's going to be our turn to get the goodies, man, you know, because these little wicked niggas, man, they appear to be winning, but they're really not. But nonetheless, hey, they having more freedom and liberty to do what they want to do than we ever can do. So, you know, Jake, they just going to live their life until the missiles come because they're not seeking for the Lord. All right, going back into the precept here. It's kind of hard to read. Yep, and it says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her, if so she may be healed. That's right. And Biden basically came out and said all the infrastructure bills, like I think it's like I can't recall, it may be 24 billion or something like that, 14 billion. It's along the lines of a couple of billions of this new infrastructure bill. And that new infrastructure bill, if that goes through, because it's pending in Congress right now, if that infrastructure bill goes through, then it's gonna the debt is gonna go up. You know, the debt is gonna quadruple. They said they spent over almost 20-something trillion within the last couple of months. They said every dollar that has been printed within the last 2 years pretty much has just been printed. These are new so-called dollars in circulation, meaning the feds, they're just printing money. They said every dollar in circulation was printed within the last 2 years, which pretty much quadrupled the deficit. And Biden knows this. That's why he's giving out stimulus. This is why he's giving out loans, man. You ain't got to pay back. There's a reason why he's basically doing infrastructure bills, signing military budgets and so forth, because they want to implode the economy. They want it to collapse. So therefore, when it does collapse, hey, they will be justified on going to war and taking those certain strongholds. Because, hey, this devil, he want to go to Iran. And eventually, he's going to go there. But he need the perfect scenario in order to set him up to do so. Because he ain't just going to outright invade. You know, he's going to try his Mission Impossible shit. He's going to send his little 00 agents in there to try to overthrow the country. You know what I'm saying? And to go back and give particular intel on how these societies are running. You know, how the militaries are strategized against the border. And then he's going to take it. If he can't succeed when he sent his 00 agents in there, then, you know, he's going to take it militarily with the perfect crisis, you know, because hey, this devil was always thinking of some type of way to put people in disarray, man. That's why the scriptures say, continue that gathered together for war. War is continually in the so-called white man's heart, man. Okay, because he's a warmonger. That's why the scriptures call him the red horse, you know, because that's his lot to fulfill prophecy. So, hey, war is in the so-called white man's nature since the beginning of time. It says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. It says, forsake her and let every last one of us go into his own country. It says, for her judgment reaching into the skies and is living even into the heavens. Right. And those other nations, they're leaving now. They made their billions off you people. A lot of, many of the back of you Negroes, because one thing, when Moab and Ishmael and Ammon and Ham come over here, you know, and Japhet and so forth, Elam, when they come over here, they make their monies off you devil, off you Jake, man. You know, they set up businesses in your neighborhoods. You know, they tax you. They're your landlords. You know, they'll build up a crummy ass development in the hood, but you paying outrageous rents to stay there, man. And they getting rich off you. But now they're like, you know what? We got your money. We getting ready to burn out. There's no need for us to still be in this place. You know, partaking in Esau shenanigans, man. You know, so they came over here, got their bread, and they bouncing out. And your own allies are coming against you too, man. All right. So hey, it's not gonna be healed. No matter how many stimulus bills you pay, how many stimulus checks you send out, you're doing nothing but imploding the economy, because Esau, he's not gonna pay the debt off, man. You know, he has enough wealth in his reserves to pay off the debt with one paycheck. At least can pay off the debt in the entire world with a one paycheck, and it wouldn't even put a dent in their pockets, man. To show you how much of a damn demon this man is, man. He can write a check right now. He can literally make a utopia paradise on earth, but he chooses to kill it. He chooses to pollute it with small pollution, okay? Wicked women, wicked men, crime, gangbanging, weapons of mass destruction. He does this, man, in a vote of freedom and democracy. Yeah, he could write one check to write you out of a whole deficit right now, and it'd be done. He can make shit go back to beautiful if he wanted to. But it ain't in him, because the scriptures say war was in his heart. You know, words are drawn swords. So it's not in their hearts to right the world, to make it a peaceful place, because they're not peaceful people. Okay, they're not called the princes of peace or the wonderful counselor, as Yahweh Shai is called. They're not. That's not in their nature. Their job is to destroy the earth, man. You know, and parts of it, until Yahweh Shai comes back and redeem it. Because when he comes back, this planet is going to be in disarray, man. Okay, you're going to literally have planets or countries that's not even fucking fully countries no more, because after the nuclear war, this whole world is going to be shifted, man. Islands, that's why the scriptures say every island should move out their place. You know, you're going to have islands becoming more islands. You're going to have countries becoming states. It's going to be crazy, man. But guess what? You devils, you're going to have to fix all that. You're going to have to build back better, as you talking about. Which ain't no building back better for Babylon the Great, okay? America, aka Babylon the Great, it's done, you know, and it ain't nothing that you people can do about it, man, you know? So World War III is inevitable, Hakim. You know, Yahweh Shai said, lift up your heads, your redemption draweth nigh, okay? So these are the times we're coming into. All the fun and games, all the scoffing and scorning, you know, you got Jakes out there making parody videos like this guy, Rap the News. You know, he came out with his whole following listings now. You know, these guys was coming against us. I don't think you really hear about him anymore, for real. But nonetheless, man, you had a lot of guys coming against the Israelites based on this Rap the News clown, which he's a damn demon. You know, and you're going to have more bug outs coming out the woodwork, man. You know, you're going to have spies watching you, you know, reporting shit. It's crazy. You know, like, we're constantly watched so people can see what we're saying, so they can report it, man. You know, I have a reason to feel, you know, oh, I gotta report this shit to Esau. These niggas talking about World War III is coming. Nah, that's terroristic. And that's fine. Do what you gotta do. It's all part of prophecy anyway. Hey, we're just preaching the gospel, man. You know, we're telling you, call all you have about your shot on the full floor. But we're just telling you through the Spirit, the end all be all before the end comes, right? Because, hey, this is the Lord's plan, to determine the nations and to gather them together to battle World War III. So, hey, we're going to see what this Ukraine situation go, because back in 2014, Russia pretty much, they took over, or they sieged Kremlin. You know, they put a stop to that shit. So we're going to see what happens here, because they're not going to play games. They're going to go in and get the fucking job done. Like, I believe like a couple years ago when so-called ISIS was over there in that land, hey, man, America was playing with it because America set them up. Russia went over there and neutralized that shit in 2 days. And Putin said it. He said, man, we got a spectator feeling that these so-called terrorists are coming out of America. They're being paid off by the American government. And he wasn't lying about that. See, these other nations know that you're backing these particular groups and providing them with weapons to start off a war. Everybody is hip to Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing shit that nobody sees you exposed. That's why the scriptures say, hey, the skirt is lifted. Everybody's exposing you. Everybody know you set up ISIS, ISIL. Everybody know you set up all these Shiite and Sunni groups, etc. You set that shit up. You know? You want to act like that your hand is not in the basket, man. And when you went over there to battle those forces, coincidentally, they multiplied. So come on, man. Who's doing the dirt? Everybody sees it. Even your own allies saying that you backing fucking terrorists. You know, but you want to play this role. You Americans, man, you stupid as hell. You don't even see that you're being duped by a dictator. He basically came out and said, look, the deficit is what they really want. You know, so he don't give a damn about you people. But yet, Jake went down there and voted for this man. Habakkuk 2:4 says, behold, his soul is not upright in him, which is lifted up is not upright in him. And it says here, but the just shall live by faith. That's right, bro. Because, hey, through faith, we're going to be delivered. All right, calling on the name of Yahweh Shai, keeping the laws to the best of your ability, you know, doing the work of the Most High. We're going to be delivered by doing these particular things if we remain faithful unto the end. You know, so, hey, we got to keep that in mind, Akim. But anyway, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the whole elect. And with that, Shalom, Baba.